So yeah, we live. Basically today we'll be talking about some amazing Canva tips and tricks that have helped me. I wish I knew about this earlier, and I want to share with you. Hopefully you find this useful. So let's get right straight into it. The first is frames. Okay, so if you want to create frames, you move over to elements at the top left, you search for frames, and it will give you amazing frame options that you can select from. So let's select the mobile version, and once you do that, you can upload your image. You can move over to uploads, you select the image you want and you drag it here. The good thing about this is you can move it anyhow you want it to be, and you select it. You can increase the image size of the phone, of the frame in this case, and yeah, you have it, a really nice image, right? So you can use for a laptop, any design that you want. So let's move over to the next one, which is moving your design. So you can easily, with your key, you select the image obviously with your keyboard, or I said keypad, with your keyboard. So you move it up, down. This is my arrow keys I'm using to move it. Okay, and if you want to make it faster, right, so you press the shift key and you use the arrow, it's going to move faster, as you can see. And yeah, there you have it. Pretty straightforward. Now the third one is crop. So how I crop, how I basically crop is, some people select this and they look for the crop button, but I just double click on it and it gives me the option to crop. So you can see, you can either use smart crop or you can use it manually. I prefer manually. So you move it over, you remove everything you want from the image. So let's say I want to take this off and I want to make sure this is closer. I can do this and I'm done. And basically there you have it. If you want to undo, as you know, you click on this. So that's how you crop. Now the next is if you want to make this bigger or smaller. When I mean this, I'm talking about all your designs. So what you have to do is just hold on the command button and plus sign. So it moves, and if you want to make it, minimize it, you move it. Press the minus sign. I'll put it on the screen how to use it for Windows too. Most likely it's going to be control. Okay, but it's the same. Now moving over to the next, which is text. So if you want to include a text, so let me delete this. If you want to include a text, you could either use the manual way, which is, select this, or you could just click on the design you want and press T, and the design is going to pop up where you can, input text, right? It's faster that way. Now, so the next now is if you want to create a book cover design. One of the things I love about Canva is that it gives you templates for anything, for almost every single thing, like pre-made templates, and you can easily use that to start your design, right? It saves a lot of work, which is one of the main reasons why I love it. So I'm going to load this in a bit, and I will show you not just how to create a book cover design, but also how to make the book cover design in kind of like a 3D format. So it kind of, those amazing 3D book covers that you see online. So what you want to do is make sure it's template, obviously, and search for book cover. Right, and Canva is going to give you a lot of options for you. So the idea is to find out the one that resonates best with the one you want to use. So let's see if I want to use, which book design cover do I want to use. So let's say I want to use Grow Up Your Idea and Mindset, right, by Benjamin Shaw, for example. That's the design I want to use. Let's say this fits exactly the theme of the book cover I want to create. So I click on customize this template. Take us to the next page, and here is where you design it, change the description, change the title, change the color scheme that fits what you want, right? So let's assume that this is what we want, but it's left to you to edit it and modify it. So let's assume we've done that, okay? And I'll show you that you can edit this. You can see you can edit this, you can change this, right? Any parts of the design you want to change. Design, you want to change the color, right? All you have to do is, you're also buying time for it to load. All you have to do is click on it and you click on this. You can change the color of it. I like this color, but if you want to change the color, see, move it. If you want to make it white or whatever design, but I'll stick to this. You can change the icons, the name, just select what it is that you want, and you can, right? So let me undo that. So let's say this is the design, we finally created it, right? So there are multiple ways. There's smart mockups, but that's not the way I do it. Where I prefer to do it is I download it. So download it as PNG, right? What page is this? The only page. Okay, so I download it, right? So once I've downloaded it, I move over to this website, which is called DIY Book Covers. Don't worry, I'll put a link in the description. So once you're on this website, right, all you have to do is to select the type of design you want. I love this because it has amazing 3D visual design. So let's say I want this. I select this particular one, right? Then I move over to next. Then I browse the image I want to use. So this is green modern. This is green modern. I select it. Then I click on upload. right? Click on it again, he uploads it. Make sure it's the image that you actually want to use, and then click on next. It's basically done. So all I have to do is to download it as a PNG, and I double click this, right? And there you have it, an amazing book design cover. Okay, you're welcome. So now let's move over to the next one, which is hyperlink. Okay, so hyperlink is basically putting link in the text of your design. So if they click on it, it can take them to wherever it is you want them to. So let's assume this is what we want to use, and all we have to do is just select the text that you need the hyperlink to be on. And see, I've already created a link over here. So let me delete this. Give me a second. Yeah, so so I select the link. Okay, it keeps bringing it because I've done it before. So let me use another text, or let me use a design, for example. Give me a second. So let's say I want to use this. Beautiful. Okay, so, and I want, so that if they click on this learn more, right, it will take them somewhere. So what I'll do is I will select this learn more. I'll click on this and put a link, right? So you could link it to other parts of the design that you want to have, or you can link it to your website. So I want to link it to google.com, for example, and I click on that. So what I'll do to test it, you can see if it shows this underline button, it makes, if you click on it, it will take you to it. But let's confirm it. Let me download it. Now download this as a PDF. Okay, so PDF standard. What page is that? As page 4. Select that. Done. Download. Okay, so give it a minute to download. Okay, so let's test it out. Double click on it. It's a PDF file. Okay, so here it is. If I click on learn more, it takes me to google.com, right? So there we have it. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is creating templates you can use later. So yes, if you want to create templates, templates ideally just help you make your next design better and faster, because you've created like the basis of how it should be. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I want to use this as my template because I like it, let's see, I change the design, maybe this background, I change it to, I change to red, for example. It's not bad, and I want to use this as my template for the next video. You can easily do that. All you have to do is, first I will tell you to first delete all the images. Make sure it's just this one. Delete all the pages and make sure it's just this that you have left. However, I'm still going to use the other pages, which is why I'm not deleting it. But for you, delete all that, so you're left with this. Then once you've done that, you click on share and you click on brand template. So once you click on this, it will tell you which folder do you want to create it on. I've created multiple, but let me just create a new one, and let me call it new base template, for example, and I click on add, and I'll click on publish. Okay, so if I do that, it has automatically created it. So if I want to use it for another design, all I have to do is move over to the project folder over here. I click on it, right? So if I want to, let me delete this. So let's say it's a new design, for example. All I do is I would scroll down, right? Click on this new BT, disregard the fact that it's showing 0 items because it's not been reloaded. I click on this and it will show the templates. Remember, I told you to delete all the pages, so it will just remain that particular one. So all you have to do is click on this and it will automatically update to design. Then you can design from there. Okay, hope you found that useful. Now moving over to the next one, that would be, give me a second, try to remember what it is. Yeah, command D up to drag. Okay, so if you want to duplicate, right, so let's use this image. If you want to duplicate, what I'll do is you can easily just click on this, right? Or what I used to do is I would click on this and I'll press command D, right? For Windows is control D, and you create that. Or if I want to not just duplicate but drag the duplicate, right, I'll click on the option button and I'll use left click and drag, so you can see, right? Pretty useful tool. So there. So now if I want to, I think I've spoken about filtering, so I'm not going to talk about that. I spoke about that earlier on. So if I want to select this design at the back, sometimes when I'm designing, I'm sure you may have experienced it. If I want to select a particular design at the back of a particular image, I have to, go with precision and try to select, and select is always stressful, right? The easier way to do it is you just hold command. With Windows, you press control, you hold command, and you just left click. So I click on this, the yellow one has been selected, I click on it again, the blue one has been selected, I click on it again, the red one has been selected, I click on it again, and the background has been selected. So if I do that again, it goes back to the first one. So it makes it easier for me to select the items that are behind the order. So if I want to change the blue color, I just click that, I select the color I want. So if I want to change it to black, for example, and there you have it. Okay, so that saved me a lot when I found out about that one. Okay, so now if I want to have a white shape around my image, so you notice in my design for my what's it called, YouTube thumbnail cover, or the thumbnail covers you see online at the likes, when you see that white arrow, white outline around the image, right? I'm going to show you how to do it, but this is a 3-pit. So I'll first show you how to remove the background from the image, and I'll show you how to add shadows. Then after that, I'll show you how to do that. So let's go right straight into it. So I've done this here, but let me delete it and show you from scratch how I went about it. So let me create a new page, right? Let me make it yellow because I love yellow. So let me select an image. So let's say I'm using this image for example. Okay, so let me first show you how to remove the background. Now for the paid version, this is easy. For the free version, you have to go to a website and remove the background. There are multiple websites online that can help you remove your background, but if you want to do it easily on Canva, you have to subscribe for the pro. If it's something you're interested in, check the link in my description. Yes, I will get affiliate commission by the time you might be watching this. So let's see. So if you want to do this, you click on this, you click on edit photo, and you click on video remover, and as easy as that. Okay, how cool is that? So once you've done that, that's how to remove the background image. Now if you want to create have a shadow around this, all you have to do again is under the edit photo section, go over to shadows, and you can have multiple shadow types, right? You can have glowy, you can have drop, or you can have outline, which takes us to the third thing I want to teach you in this 3-pit image feature. Is if you want to now have the white stuff around it, I'm sure you get the idea already. I can increase the size to maybe about 50. The blur amount, I leave it there. This is how the blur basically is, but I'm just leave it there. Angle, I can leave it wherever you want it to be, but I think I'm gonna leave it at 62. It's okay. Then intensity 100. I make sure the color is white, and there you have it. That's it. It's easy as that. Okay, so what other thing? If I want to have my nudge, so basically what I mean by nudge is I want to move the image easily. So ideally on the mobile version the option is there, but I seem to be having an issue finding on the desktop version. But how I do it easily, it's just the simple arrow button. I move it, because sometimes, like, let me go to this now. If I want to move this, moving it like this is always difficult because sometimes it kind of jumps. Okay, so instead of just use your arrow key, just move it a bit, right? Just nudge it. There you have it. Okay, so now if I want to group, so for example, if I want to group these things together, right, there are multiple ways to do it. You can either hold the shift and select multiple, right, you can do that, and you click on, where is it, yep, right click and you click on group, right? You can do that, or you can use what I do. That's if you want to be specific. But if it's just this I want to add, I just use my left click and I select, right, and I group. As easy as that. Okay, so once I group it, I can easily move it. See, I can move this, right? The good thing about selecting individually is it makes you precise. But if what you want to group is something you can easily just scroll over, like use your mouse to roll over, then just do that, right? Let me arrange this back. I'm just gonna do. So yeah, there you have it. Now if I want to select my brand colors, right, I love these colors. Let's say this red and yellow, and I want to use it as my default colors, so I don't have to go about to be selecting colors from scratch. What I do is this: I just go over to colors, right? Then see, I've created one already, but yours will be, you will see a plus sign over here where you can create your brand colors. So you just click on the plus sign, and you can select, this is the plus sign I'm talking about, and you can select the colors you want. So you just add the brand colors you want. If you want to add this over here, click on it. If you want to add whatever, so the idea of this, it just makes it easier. So when you want to select your colors, your brand colors, you want to be consistent with your branding, you can just select the colors easily, as opposed to coming to colors all the time and selecting the colors, right? So yeah, now if I want to make it gradient, right, all I have to do is, again, when you select the color, I just scroll down over to gradients. I select the kind of gradients that kind of matches what I'm trying to do. Then once I've done that, right, I can scroll over at the top and select, give me a second. Yeah, I select this, and these are the two gradient colors, and I can change it. So let's say this light blue, I want to make it a different color. So I can change it. I can use this, I can select this, right? And that's how I'm playing with the grant. And I can also add it to my grant. I can add this as a new gradient color that I want to use. Okay, pretty cool. So now the not one I want to do is dragging images. So let me delete this. Yeah, this guy. Let me delete this. So if I want to add images, ideally the way you do it is you upload the file and you have the image over here, right? And you drag it, or you could just drag it directly from your folder. So let's say from here, I just select this image I want to use and I drag it to the design, and there I have it, as opposed to having to upload then drag it. Okay, it's just a faster way to go about it. Okay, so there's that. And the last but not the least is positioning. So if I'm going to move over to this, for example, I can easily click on position and I can set top, left, center, right, bottom, middle, right? Or if I want to go further, I can go over to file, move over to view settings, go over to show rulers, and I can move this anyhow I want. So if I want to make sure that the image doesn't pass here, right, I can put it here, and I will show when I get here, it kind of highlights that, oh, okay, it shouldn't pass here, right? And it shows all these cool measurements if you are very, very specific on how you want it to be. So yep, there you have it. I hope you found this useful. These are some of the tips and tricks that have really helped me in my journey. And again, like I said, I wish I knew this earlier to have saved me countless hours in my designs. And I really hope you found this useful. And let me know what you think in the comment section. If you can add more tips and tricks, I would appreciate it. And like, comment, share, and yeah, that's all for today. Without further ado, I'll see you next time.